Can we talk about functional foods?
Oh, yes, let's do that.
And what does it mean? Obviously, I've read your book, and I'd really like to know a bit more about what functional foods are. What does it mean? Obviously, no gluten, I guess.
Correct.
But what are functional foods, and why should we be feeding them?
Well, functional foods are foods that have a function in the body that's a positive thing. Okay, it makes sense, right?
Yeah.
So foods affect the expression of our genes.
Yeah.
And you can either have foods that affect inflammation and are negative.
So they're the ones that get turned on or turned off? I was a bit confused.
If they promote inflammation and chronic disease and cancer, or God forbid, you turn on those bad gene expression parameters.
It's by feeding non-functional foods?
Non-functional foods.
Right, okay.
By feeding functional foods, you're turning on the good genes that express for health, longevity, not chronic inflammation, because chronic inflammation, obesity is chronic inflammation, for example.
Is it? So
absolutely.
Right.
So glutens would be something you absolutely don't want.
Yeah.
For the thyroid and also for the bowel and for the skin. And you want functional foods that are fresh fruit and vegetables, berries, fruits. You can have certain good meats. You want meats that are basically grass-fed if possible.
Can you tell me a bit about the grass-fed meat, what this actually means?
A grass-fed beef, for example, or lamb, or venison, deer, is one that's fed on a grass pasture.
Right.
Now, some times of the year you can't do that, and so the animals then are fed on silage, which is mostly corn and other cured grains. Those produce residues in the body.
Right.
And if the corn was grown in a GMO way, genetically modified field, you have toxins like glyphosate in them, and glyphosate toxins in GMO grains are highly toxic.
So this is coming from the field?
From the field itself.
So this is happening in the field?
In the field itself. So the grain, before it even gets processed, already has these toxins in it that promote leaky gut and environmental problems. And the other thing is you have mold toxins, which are called mycotoxins, MYCO.
Now I've heard a lot about this.
Same thing, in the field. So mycotoxins and GMO grains have all kinds of environmental effects like herbicides and pesticides and whatever. They get in the body and they promote chronic inflammation, which is disease, which is obesity, which is cancer and whatever. So you need fresh foods.
Right.
So you want meats that are grass-fed. You want fish that are not high in mercury.
What fish would you suggest?
Well, it depends. If you've got Professor Bruno Stefanon has told us, we have to worry in the fields about the glyphosate and the mycotoxins in the actual grains that are grown in the fields.
Yeah.